Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio this morning? Yes, we do. Thanks. Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody. This is Welcome to My World on Friday, the 20th, about 8:30 in the morning. We're about 3 minutes away from news from Canada. This will be some economic news. So if you trade either the Forex pair or if you trade the 6C, the Canadian dollar futures, you might want to be aware of that. Sometimes that will have an effect on crude oil. It seems like for about the last hour, anything in the whole world that could have an effect on crude oil. If you look at this range channel for the last, this is a 1 hour range channel, and it has painted precisely 1 bar. That's a real slow market. So the value of this I-zone sharpshooter is, look at this, all these yellow painted candles telling you this is chop. It's tried and it's tried and it's tried. And if you look at the 6 tick, this is what we used to have before we had this, but it's kind of interesting to see how this just is chopping right here in about a 10 tick range, and it has no inclination right now to do anything. So that's something to just wait and see. When the news comes out, it might change, but it's going to take something to move that. This morning, these U.S. indices are grinding slowly higher, and they've been in a bit of an uptrend. They took a little bit of a hit. I don't know, what was that, about 3 in the morning. May have had something to do with the European news, but the DAX has been pretty happy. It's been trending up since the German markets opened, or the European markets in general opened, because I think there's about an hour difference between the German and the French, and then London's the big one that opens when most of us are asleep. Yesterday we had the VIX close just 1 tick below 17. So if the VIX closes down and keeps on with its current mode of a little bit and a little bit and a little bit down, we're likely to see these indices go up a little bit. We don't have too much news today. After this, there's a European consumer confidence report that comes out at our time, 10 a.m. I'm sure that's going to be a wonderful number. And then at 11:15, one of the brain trust is speaking. Usually when they speak, not too much happens. Sometimes when Mrs. Yellen opens her mouth, it can be a little bit different. So this morning, if you're watching, if you've got the ICE indicator on, I find this to be a really helpful indicator. I know I've talked about this before, about putting small 30-minute charts, 30-minute candles up for the markets that you trade, and it's helpful to have that ICE on there because it does give you a bit of a range, and you know where the volume expectation is. Other than that, Brent has been doing a great deal of nothing. So I'm not sure we're going to see a tremendous amount of activity in crude oil today, but time will tell. Until this breaks out one way or the other, there's a lot of volume in here, but we're right between the ice zones. It's showing no inclination. It wants to get out of there, one one direction or the other. Don't don't try to buck the system on this, because all this is going to do is chew you up and spit you out. Bonds might be a little better place to take a look at this morning. And the Canadian dollar, this news did hit, but it took a little dive, and it seems to be coming right back up again off of that. So apparently, it's not going to be significant. Some people are starting to trade the gold uh, Nadex spread in the morning, and that can be a really, I know Daryl really likes that spread because of the proximity and because it only has a one tick bid ask spread on it, so it's very efficient. If you do that and you're up real early, you might take a look at the footsie also. And anybody that has any success with that, I've never seen anybody post too much about the footsie, but it that also might make a good trade early in the morning. So that's about all I see for this morning. And with that, I'll just let it go until noon. I'll come back and we'll look at these trades that hopefully something will have happened. One bar in an hour doesn't that's not really a tradable that's not really a tradable market. So um, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you at noon. Thanks.